नमस्कार मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों। कल कुछ ऐसे बातें थी जो मैं आप तक पहुंचाना चाहता था। अभी भी वही कोशिश करूंगा। आई ऑफन वंडर व्हाट ब्रॉट मी हियर। लिटिल डिड आई रियलाइज दैट दोज बेबी स्टेप्स इन क्रिकेट would lead me to great lifetime memories. I always loved playing sport and cricket was my life. My father, Professor Sachin Tendulkar, was a poet and a writer. He always supported me and encouraged me to be what I wanted to be in life. The greatest gift I got from him was the freedom to play, the right to play. And I would always be grateful to him for that. There are many pressing matters in our country which requires our attention. Economic growth, poverty, food security, healthcare, among many others. Being a sportsman, I'm going to talk on sports, health and fitness of India, for it has a telling impact on our economy. My vision is a healthy and fit India. जब स्वस्थ युवा तब देश में कुछ हुआ. India is set to emerge as the youngest average age nation in the world by 2020. So the assumption is ये young है तो fit है, but we are wrong. We are the diabetic capital of the world with over 75 million people being affected by this disease. And when it comes to obesity, we are sitting at number 3 spot in the world. The economic burden of these diseases will not allow our nation to progress. According to a UN report, the impact on the Indian economy of non-communicable diseases from year 2012 to 2030 will be 6.3 trillion US dollars. यानी इंडियन 4 करोड़ रुपए. आपने सही सुना, 4 करोड़ रुपए. मगर ये नंबर हम सब नीचे ला सकते हैं अगर हम सब ने यही कोशिश की कि हमारी सेहत ठीक रहे, सही तरह से एक्सरसाइज करें और कोई स्पोर्ट खेले, तो बहुत कुछ बदल सकता है. बट I feel उसके लिए we need a plan to help us become a sporting nation, to change our sedentary lifestyle, unhealthy mindset. हमारे फिटनेस के सेशंस लाइट हो रहे हैं और खाने के सेशंस थोड़े हैवी होते जा रहे हैं. हमें यह आदत बदलनी चाहिए. मुझे लगता है कि इस मोबाइल फोन के ज़माने में हम सब immobile होते जा रहे हैं. Many of us only discuss, but we don't play at all. We need to transform India from a sport-loving nation to a sport-playing nation. Make everyone more active and participative. Inculcate and develop the sporting culture in our country. The northeast of India, which has only 4% population of India, has a vibrant sporting culture. It has produced many sporting heroes, including our boxing icon, Mary Kom. Recently crowned champion weightlifter, Mirabai Chanu, Deepa Karmakar, Baichung Bhutia, Sarita Devi, Sanjita Chanu, and many more. Sport promotes social harmony. President Nelson Mandela's efforts to use the Rugby World Cup in South Africa's journey to become an inclusive state is legendary. Sport has a unique way of building a nation. It builds character for individuals, and character for individuals means character for India. From being a naughty child to chasing a dream to win the World Cup for India, I became more disciplined and more focused. I had a goal and I started planning for it. But the most important aspect was the execution of those plans. Not always did I succeed. There were occasions where I failed. But sports taught me to get back on my feet again and compete in the fairest possible manner. I fondly recall a few lines shared by my father many years ago. पराभव म्हणजे शेवट नाही. हरून घरात बसणं योग्य नाही. कधीतरी एखादा उत्कृष्ट खेळाडूही शून्यावर बाद होतो, पण त्यानंतरचा संघर्षच उद्याचं सामर्थ्य निर्माण करतो. आयुष्याला एक वेगळी कलाटणी देतो. We must build a sporting culture in our country. Otherwise, a young, unfit, unhealthy India is a recipe for disaster. I am humbly proposing a framework of 3 I's here. Invest, ensure, immortalize. Invest. We must invest our own time and effort and ensure our wellness. Each one of us needs to start adopting an active sport and play it regularly. We have our honorable chairperson who loves this game of badminton, much like the famous poet and lyricist Gulzar Saab's love for tennis. Age is no bar, as we are a country where one of the oldest marathon runners is the 101-year-old EP Parmeswaran from Kochi, whom I met recently. Our citizens and school children should have access to more sports infrastructure. Open spaces and playgrounds should be retained. Along with smart cities, we should look at building smart sport cities. In this context, I appeal to the Honorable Minister for Corporate Affairs, Arun Jaitley ji, to kindly consider a percentage of CSR spends be made compulsory for the development of sports infrastructure. At a policy level, sport should be at par with any other subject in schools. Children representing school, district, state or country should get added marks or grades. This has been an area that I have been pursuing since the beginning of my tenure. I am grateful that it is indeed under serious consideration with the HRD and sports ministries working together on the same. जब घर में बेटी पैदा होती है तब हम कहते हैं लक्ष्मी घर आई है. उस लक्ष्मी को लक्ष्मी की तरह रखना हमारे हाथ में है. Daughters of India have shown what they are capable of with champions like Sindhu, Sakshi, Saina, Sania, Mithali, and the list goes on and on. When dreams don't discriminate, then why do we? I want to appreciate their parents, their family members, their coaches, their friends for helping them, for encouraging them, and that is the only reason they have reached here. My message to parents is to give equal support and encouragement to their daughters and sons, and they will make them proud. Before the Olympics or a major sporting event, our expectations go skyrocketing. I realize that things are changing for the good and that we have adopted a long-term approach on preparation. Along with early identification of talent, we must also have a dedicated squad guiding our athletes' preparations. And I feel it is extremely important to have a full-time support staff around our athletes, and winning medals should become their target as well. Last year, before the Olympics, one of our wrestlers was traveling to America for better sparring partners and to learn modern methods of wrestling. Could we have got them to India instead and used Digital India to share their training sessions with the rest of our coaches? And I'll back that up with my conversation with our badminton icon, Pulela Gopichand, who said there is abundant badminton talent in India, but he was concerned about the coaching standards in our country. Persistence, preparation, and practice will help us achieve our targets. I know there is no glory in practice, but without practice, there is no glory either. In short, financial security is often a challenge when any sportsperson decides to focus on sports alone as their career. I am sure our colleague and former India hockey captain Dilip Tirki will agree that in most cases, the sporting career ends at the early age of 35-40 years. Ironically, it is an age when a professional's career usually takes off or is rather stable. I am also aware that the government, through its many institutions, employs sportspersons and supports them, which we all appreciate. But we have many national, state, district level retired athletes who don't have a proper job. Some of them are probably passing files from one table to another. While ensuring their financial stability, we must also keep their minds engaged. Their skills and passion for sports would be best utilized for coaching our future generation. A case in point is the life of Nauri Mundu, who was a national level hockey player from Jharkhand. Following the end of her playing career, she doubles up as a teacher and works in the farm to make ends meet. Sita Sahu, a medalist at the Special Olympics in Athens in 2011, is selling golgappas to manage her life. We need to create an organization and engage these athletes to train our school children and identify talent at an early age. There is so much that these athletes have to offer back to our society. It is also imperative to have health insurance for all our national level athletes. The struggles faced by our hockey great Mohammad Shahid in his last days reiterates the need to prevent such unfortunate situations. The life of Shamsher Khan is another reminder of how we have failed our national heroes. The champion swimmer represented India in the 1956 Melbourne Summer Olympics. He finished 5th place, which continues to be the best Indian finish in the last 6 decades. He developed hearing and heart problems, and due to financial constraints, continued to live with these problems till his death. Our national heroes should be able to live a respectable life. Extending CGHS benefits to them is a step in that direction. I appeal to the Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, JP Nadda ji, to kindly consider my request on this issue, which is in line with the recommendations put forth by the AICS. Gold, silver and bronze have appreciated in value over a period of time. However, sportspersons who won gold, silver and bronze medals for India, do we appreciate them enough? Achievements of champion sportspersons like Nawab of Pataudi, Prakash Padukone, Karna Malleshwari, Ajit Wadekar, PT Usha are not celebrated.